Y'all, I'm not monetized, so I will just say this. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. You will not believe what has happened in the midnight hour up here in Virginia. I can't believe this. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. The law, the police, the 911, the 12 just had to leave my house because that coonhound in there got caught. I had him having his sweater on because it's a little chilly. I won't never let him go outside in his sweater again. There is a part of the yard where I was videotaped yesterday. There's a corner behind parts of a tree and tree stumps. I have a family member owns this house, and I don't know what the hell they were doing back there, or trying to have somebody cut down a tree, but they didn't cut down all of it, and there's parts of a tree still hanging up there. It's some bullshit. So he likes to go back there and howl and act like he's treeing something, and I found out tonight what it is he's treeing and howling at. And also the neighbors behind me have chickens, and that's also, I think, a reason why. I didn't know they had chickens until today. And that's also what gets him going. So he's out there howling and carrying on. I cannot get him to come in, which ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new because he's a hellion. So I'm out there and I'm like, get in this house, get in this house. And by this time he won't call, right? But it's like midnight, like 12:30, or no, it was like 12 o'clock. I could not get him in. He would not come in, but he was free. He won't caught up at that time. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm coming in here. I have some things I'm trying to do and trying to watch my shows and hydrate myself. Got time for this bullshit. So then I'm like, damn, the police probably gonna get called on me because people are trying to sleep and go to work in the morning, and my dog is keeping them up. Little did I know I would have to call the police because I let him out there for a while, and then I went out there and he's just standing in one spot, but he's howling. And it took me a minute to realize he wasn't howling to tree anything like he usually is. He's howling because he's stuck. Because I can see him, he can't move, and he's trying to get from under there. And I realized at that point, he's stuck, like he's twisted up in something with his sweater. So I'm cussing and carrying on because I don't do like nature and shrubbery. I don't like to be walking in no weeds. Like, I don't like no branches hanging over my head. I just ain't into all that shit. I'm just not. That just ain't my steez. Okay? I don't like to walk into the unknown. I'm not into all that. And there could be some, what's that mess called? That poison ivy. There could be, well, I don't think there's no snakes back there because it's the winter time. Well, this is Virginia, so much like North Carolina, it's not exceptionally cold. But it's chilly enough that my dumb ass put that sweater on him today. So I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm out there cussing and carrying on. Like, F my life. I can't believe my life has come down to this. Out here having to rescue this damn dog. And then I said, let me look up this. Just something said. Like, look up in the tree. I look up in the tree. There is a possum. A great big possum. Pink nose and all staring at me. I said, oh, fuck no. Can I get a fuck no? Because I'm not doing this. No, I'm not as frightened as possums as I used to be, but I still don't mess with possums, even though they are the only North American marsupial. And fun fact, they get rabies less than any mammal because their blood temperature is so low it can't incubate in them. And they're relatively docile animals, per the Wikipedia. That's how I learned all this shit. But I don't give a shit. When it's sitting there staring at me, and I'm like, that thing's gonna fall on my damn head, I can't, Can I get a fuck no? Because I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So I told Cletus, I said, boy, I'm not going back there under no possum. I'm not doing, Can I get a hell no? I'm not doing it. So I'm like, I'm going to have to call the police. Like, I'm going to have to call the law. I can't leave my dog like that. And I'm not going back there any further than where I went to go back there and get him. Nah. Save the drama for your mama. I ain't doing it. And I love that dog, but nah, son. Not doing it. Not doing it. So I call the police. And the 911 lady gets up there. She's so nice. Very nice and sweet. And I explained to her, I'm so ashamed. And I explained to her, I said, look, I know y'all got real crime to fight. I'm so embarrassed, but my dog is stuck outside between the tree and the fence. He's snagged up on something, and I can't get to him, and there's a possum in the tree above him, and I'm scared of possums. Can you please help me? And she said, what kind of dog is that? And I said, she could hear him howling in the background. I said, it's a tree and walker coonhound. She said, a what? I said, it's just a coonhound. He's a retired hunting dog. Is he friendly? Oh, yes. He is very friendly. He's very friendly. Hounds, fun fact about hounds. Any kind of breed of hound, they're very slow to anger. That's why they use, like, beagles in, like, labs and stuff. Anyway, I feel just gross being out there in nature in the dark Virginia night. Anyway, so she was like, oh, no, we'll send somebody. We'll send somebody. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I know this is Portsmouth. It don't matter. You all knew I lived in Garner. It doesn't matter if you know what town I live in. I was like, I know there's, y'all got some real crime to fight, and my dog being stuck outside is not top priority, but please help me, because I'm so scared of possums, and he's got to get free. Like, I can't just leave my dog there. So she's like, no, it's fine, it's fine. She was so nice, like, so nice. And I tell you what, I've called 911 a few times when I lived in Garner, and I got to say, I was not treated quite as nice all the time as this lady just treated me tonight. And I called 911 over some real shit back home. But I must say, this lady was very nice to me. Like, very nice. Like, super nice and willing to help me. And she was like, no, it's fine. Don't be, it's fine. We'll help you. So, I'm out there with him. And I see him trying to move. And I'm away from the tree now, because that possum ain't fixing to get me. No, sir. So, finally the law comes to my fence, and they're like, police were here. So I said, I'll let you in through the front door. And it's two guys. They're, like, really nice. And one of them, I was like, we were making small talk while I was waiting for his partner. Well, no, his partner had just pulled up, but the one guy came in first. And we were making small talk. He was like, I had, like, some stuff laying out. I was like, I'm sorry, just moved here not too long ago, still trying to get organized. And he was like, where'd you move from? And I was like, North Carolina. And he was like, oh, my God, like, I'm from Asheville. That's where he's from, which is the mountains of North Carolina. And he said that he moved here when he was younger because his parents came to work at the shipyard, this part of Virginia, and, like, Norfolk and Portsmouth and some other parts that I'm probably not aware of, make the big battleships. And so his mom and dad moved up here to work there. And he said he was ready to go back to North Carolina. I can't blame him. I'll say, yeah, I miss North Carolina too. But the more I do get out and deal with people, I met some decent people, like some easy to get along with people. I was thinking, people are going to be rude. Because even though this is a southern state, it's not necessarily a southern part of the state. And a lot of southern hospitality. But you don't have to be from the South to be nice. And I have come across some very polite, nice people. Matter of fact, some man commented today as I was riding away from the Dollar General, with Cletus's head stick out the window, how cute he was, and him and Pickles, and how much they probably enjoy their little car rides. And, so the police officers, once they got in the house, I apologized to them again, because I know, like, they got real crime to fight, you know what I mean? It's like a Monday night, dark Virginia night, like, shit's out there happening in these streets. And you out here having to help me with this coonhound. And they were so polite, like, so polite. One of them watched out for the possum. The other one went back there and got Cletus. Cletus was tied up in there in thorns, got caught up on his sweater. And then once they finally got him out, like they were getting calls, like to go somewhere else. And he's like, they're still back there trying to get him out. And then once they get him out, Cletus is looking all up in the tree wanting to holler and bellow at that possum again. No, sir. No, sir, you are getting your ass in this house and you are going to sleep. Because I have had enough. I cannot believe in all my days I had to call the police to come get my dog who was stuck in the backyard and a possum was hanging out the tree because I could not do it myself because I'm scared of possums. So yeah, welcome to my Monday night. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for listening. I hate it's too late because I would love to have called my brother and my sister-in-law and tell them this personally because I know they're probably laughing at this stupid shit. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Say a prayer for me, light a candle. Because, whew, it's been too much. Ta-ta, my peeps. Bye.